a designer, the whole process revolves around the user. And in a country like India with such vast diversity of culture, people, everything, to get out there and interact with them was something really interesting. And the best part about it was that I would get to travel for it. There were some problems, like we were in a final year, keeping that aside and going for something like this, convincing parents, everything was there. But when such things come in your life, you can't just give any reasons.
Everyone loves to travel, and like any other photographer and filmmaker who seeks visual treats anywhere and everywhere, traveling across India was like a dream come true for me.
So the idea was to travel around India and cover as much as possible under a budget of rupees 50,000 each. So we decided to complete our journey in around 70 days. For this we planned that we would change our destination around every week so that we could cover a lot in the few days we had.
This is the first time for both of us, and backpacking on itself is a big challenge. On top of that, making a documentary. I mean, the biggest concern was the safety of the equipment, cameras, laptop. So it was necessary that we planned very carefully. So this is our house. This is where we are staying. That's our one. I don't know if you can see it.
So it was the first day of our travel and we were so excited that we got confused to what to start with. And one more thing was that we had already been to Mumbai before, so we already had seen all the places. But still, we'd planned to start with the iconic places like Gateway of India and the busy streets. Once all that was done through the evening, we decided to go to Marine Drive, which is the best in evening time.
The key is to start talking to a lot of people. How much ever background research you do about a place, you're going to stumble upon something unexpected. There are certain places that only the locals know best.
There are so many secrets that Mumbai has that we don't share with our tourists, which is, or maybe they know but not that well, which is something that I really like. The hidden moments that the city offers you. Like Banganga for me is an amazing place to go to relax because you don't see that many people there and it just doesn't feel like you're in Bombay.
We have many places, in fact, like small mountain villages which are very serene and used to be serene and plain, green, but it's not happening, it's not the case anymore because we are having these high-rise buildings. And to be very frank, builders just building without any planning and infrastructure. So it's a very sad situation. Bombay is not the real Bombay.
हां
मीटरप्रमाणे 130
काय करायचं आहे मग चलो
Ahmedabad was something we were really looking forward to because we were there for the best time, that was Navratri. It started raining from the first day itself. Apart from that, Vishwesh's love for dog got him into trouble when he was bit by one. When the injections came, everything, he fell sick.
So 4 days of the 7 days that we had were wasted, and this was a major setback for us. But after all this, the Garba nights were like a boost of morale for us. O'clock in the morning. Just reached Jodhpur.
So Jodhpur was the first city which was completely unknown to us. We didn't have any friends to stay over at. So in a completely new city, as usual, we decided to go to the famous places in the city. So in Jodhpur, we planned to go to the Mehrangarh Fort. So once we reached there, we could see a huge grand structure standing right in front of us. We could see cannonball marks from the walls. But after so many years, it was still standing as strong as it was in the earlier days. So once that was done, to see the whole colorful and vibrant Rajasthan that we've always heard of, we planned to go to the markets. So once we reached the market, when we started capturing the photos and everything, one thing we noticed was that the people were actually camera friendly. Like, this was the first city which was a tourist place. and people were friendly, they were smiling at the camera, so it was a really nice experience. The best part that Merangar Fort offers for adventure freaks is the flying fox. Jodhpur actually got over in a short span than what we had expected it to be. So we thought of going to Ajmer, but our hotel manager suggested us that we should go to Jaisalmer instead of Ajmer. We were quite unsure about it, but we decided to go to Jaisalmer and we left in the night. And actually, Jaisalmer turned out to be a great experience for us. After seeing the fort and the Havelis around the city in the desert heat, we stopped to have some lassi, which interestingly enough happened to be a legal bang shop.
So they get small eyes, so they need to be there. Then we can make medium, normal strong, super sexy strong, or we can make full power 24 hours. No further, no shower. But we recommend take it easy better.
Yes, 24 hours.
Full power 24 hours, no further, no shower.
So one more thing Jaisalmer is famous for is the Thar Desert, the sand dunes of Jaisalmer. And there are many safaris that happen where you can go in the desert and spend the night. We decided to do something different. So the thing we did was we went into the desert and we actually stayed a night with just a blanket, nothing else, no tent, nothing. And we spent one night in the desert, and that is something everyone should try. It is an experience of a lifetime. Delhi was more of a base camp for us as it was centrally located from the next two destinations, Agra and Dharamshala. So, in the little time that we had, we did something that Delhi is best known for, it's street food. And due to the budgets, we hadn't had good food since Mumbai, so it was one thing we were keen on doing. We had a lot of food in Delhi. In Agra, there are only a handful of budget hotels from where you can see the Taj clearly. And to have got to stay in a hotel with that kind of a view for just 400 rupees, we couldn't have asked for anything more. The funny thing about Taj was it wasn't more grand than what we had seen in the images earlier. Maybe because we have been seeing Taj in images and all for all our lives, it wasn't as appealing to us as we were expecting it to be.
Of course, we lost our country, Tibet, in 1959 when the Communist Chinese invaded Tibet, resulting in the exodus of a lot of Tibetan refugees, along with His Holiness the Dalai Lama. Over 85,000 Tibetans escaped into India at the time. Because of the residence of His Holiness the Dalai Lama, it has attracted a lot of people from all parts of the world. If you walk through Megalodganj town, you see French people, you see Italian, American, Japanese, Korean, South Africans, so almost from all the countries. Why? Because many of them are interested in the Tibetan culture, learning about Tibetan Buddhism, and of course, as and when there are teachings of His Holiness, they attended.
What is that feeling when you're driving away from people and they recede away on the plane till you see their specks dispersing? It's the two huge world vaulting us, and it's a goodbye. But we lean forward to the next crazy venture beneath the skies, and the journey continues.